What's up, VSG family? It's K-Star, and it is Thursday. And so, obviously, I want to do my Thursday Thoughts video. And this week, I want to talk about shapewear. Yeah. And this is probably going to be more geared towards the women in this community. I don't know any guys that wear shapewear, but if you do, that's totally cool, and I would love to hear your opinion on the topic. And they're weed eating outside. I don't know if you can hear that. If you can, I'm sorry. It's like noon. At least they waited until noon instead of waking me up like at 6 a.m. with the weed eater. Anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, shapewear. Shapewear and I are in a long-term relationship and have been for a while. It's pretty serious. I am like addicted to wearing shapewear, even though it is not that comfortable and it can be really, really hot, especially in the summertime here in Vegas. Now, I used to wear it only on like special occasion. Like when I was in college and stuff, I think I had one little girdle type thing, and it was like briefs, like control top panties. I essentially is what it was, or like control top tights and stuff like that. And I would only wear them on special occasion, and I didn't like them because they weren't comfortable and they were hot, and it's very humid in Florida. That's where I lived when I was in college, and they were just gross to wear. However, I wear a lot of skirts and dresses, and I was not blessed with thighs that do not touch, okay? And I know I'm not the only one who's afflicted with these kinds of thighs, so I feel comfortable relaying this. This might be TMI for a few people, so if you're super sensitive, maybe you should just stop watching now. But when you have thighs that touch, and you are wearing a skirt or a dress or something like that, and you're not wearing tights or leggings, then your thighs, they're going to touch, and they're going to rub together, and especially if it's a little warm and you sweat a little bit, this can be very, very irritating to your skin, all right? And I'm sorry, it's not pleasant, I'm aware, but try living it. It really freaking sucks, because your inner thighs will feel like you have freaking rug burn or something on them, and it stings, and it's so uncomfortable. So that's when I got into wearing the girdles and the like high-waisted shorts, shapewear stuff. And I never bought the Spanx because I don't know, they were always really expensive and they seemed really thin, and I felt like it would just be like wearing pantyhose. So I found a brand that they sell at Dress Barn that was about half the price of Spanx, and I felt like they worked a lot better, or would work a lot better. So that is what I typically wear. It's a high-waisted short. It comes up underneath the bust, or about like right here, middle of the stomach, and goes down to like mid-thigh. And I liked that because then my thighs wouldn't rub together and my skin wouldn't get irritated. And then so I'd only wear it when I would wear skirts or dresses. But then when I would wear pants, I would still have like a muffin top. And I'm like, maybe I should just wear these even though I'm wearing pants. And so that's when I started getting addicted to the shapewear and started wearing it pretty much every single day. And after surgery, I couldn't really wear it because it would sit right there on the top part of my stomach. And while I was healing, that was really uncomfortable. It would pressure on my stomach and make me feel kind of nauseous. And we all know my issues with nausea anyway. So I didn't need anything to help that. So I stopped wearing them and had a lot of anxiety about not wearing them anymore. Because seriously, I had worn them almost every single day for like 3 years. It's ridiculous. Even when it was like 115 degrees outside here in Vegas, I would wear them. Because that was the only way I felt comfortable in my clothing. So right after surgery, I wore a lot of really big maxi dresses and stuff because I felt like it hid how bumpy my stomach really was. Because every single day before that to work, I would wear the shapewear, and it smooths everything out. It kind of holds you in a little bit. It just makes everything look a little bit nicer. So I was like, oh my god, now I have to show up to work not wearing any shapewear, and they're gonna be like, okay, she had weight loss surgery and she gained weight, because I felt like I looked so much bigger without the shapewear. So I dressed really frumpy for like the first month after surgery. Really frumpy. And I blamed it on, oh, my clothes don't fit anymore. Well, they still fit. I was just being frumpy. But anyway, since then, now that I'm down like 64 pounds, I don't wear the shapewear very often anymore. In fact, I really only wear it when I'm wearing jeans, because I still feel like I sort of have a weird muffin top thing. And especially with the skin getting kind of loose. I don't really have a ton of loose skin on my stomach, but things are more jiggly now than they used to be. So I definitely still wear it, but it doesn't do that much for me. That's what my boyfriend was pointing out. He's like, you put those on and your body doesn't really look any different. I think you're just wearing them as like a comfort blanket. And he's right, because they really don't fit the way that they're supposed to anymore. I can pull them up way higher than they need to go, and then they won't stay up because it's just loose up here. And it fits only really in the hips, but it fits to the point where it will stay on, but it doesn't really hold anything. It's not tight enough to hold anything in that much anymore. So he brought up the idea of going and buying a new one that actually fits me and seeing if maybe it wouldn't help with the extra skin issue. My thighs are pretty jiggly, getting some skin issues there, and then my stomach, I know that I'll have skin issues, and my arms, but it's not like I can really wear shapewear on my arms, so that'd be kind of weird. So I was wondering about that. Do you guys think wearing some sort of compression garment, like a girdle, on my stomach would help with excess skin? Do you feel like it would help? I don't know. I don't think it will firm the skin, but hold it in a little bit so it doesn't really hang, and it can kind of help it retract a little bit. I don't know. Do you guys think that would work? Because while I do enjoy not wearing the shapewear, I do feel like I need to wear some kind of shorts under my dresses because my thighs still touch. And if it would help my skin kind of bounce back, then I'm all for it. And then he brought up trying those wraps. Have you guys heard of these things? They're called wraps, and you put them on various parts of your body, and it's supposed to help tone and firm up the skin. And we have a friend that sells them, so I had thought about buying them after my surgery, but I was like, well, I haven't really lost anything yet. I don't really need it. But now that I'm almost to my halfway point, I thought maybe it's a good idea to start trying them. But they're kind of pricey, and I don't know if they're going to be worth the money. So I was going to ask you guys, have you tried them? What do you think? I've watched a lot of reviews. I've researched them a little bit, and the results seem a little too good to be true on some of them. So I don't know. And I know it won't last. I'm sure your skin goes back, and it's something you have to do, repeatedly in order to continue to see those results. But if it would help me out in the long run, have less skin. I know I'm going to have some skin, and that's okay. But if it would help the skin out a little bit, I think it would be worth it. So, wanted to ask you guys' opinion on compression garments and wraps. Have you tried them? Do you guys wear shapewear? How do you feel about shapewear? I know I'm not the only one who's like utterly addicted to this stuff. And I have a few different kinds, but the ones that are like the bodysuit are really uncomfortable, and you have to take them all the way off even just to go to the restroom, so they're not convenient. And I don't feel like the tank top ones really do too much. And I don't like the two-piece kind where you would wear like the tank top and then the little briefs, because seriously, when you're big, when you are really overweight, and you're wearing something that's holding you in, and it's a two-piece thing, if you stretch a little too far and those two pieces kind of roll apart, you're going to look like an open can of biscuits, and it's not going to be cute. So I never even tried those, because I just thought they were a disaster waiting to happen. So what do you guys wear? How do you feel about shapewear? How do you feel about wraps? Let me know. I'm really intrigued. Sorry, this is kind of a short, boring Thursday thoughts, not very philosophical this week. But that's what I'm thinking about. That's what's up this week. I would love to hear you guys' opinion. Have an awesome week, and I will see you on Tuesday.